When it comes to knowledge and networking with peers in the mission-critical industry, 7x24 Exchange continues to be the place to be and be seen. Whether you visit us locally at one of our 28 chapters or attend one of our biannual international conferences, 7x24 Exchange always provides the right mix of everything you need to succeed.
7x24 puts on a heck of a show. And I mean, food, entertainment, and getting to see folks, it's a real good time.
We're on site at the beautiful JW Marriott Grand Lakes in Orlando, Florida for the 2022 Spring Conference, where the keynote address was delivered by Jeff Colvin, Senior Editor-at-Large, Fortune magazine.
This business climate that we are in is truly unprecedented. I mean, people use that term a lot, but in all the years I've been looking at this stuff, I have rarely seen a time when there were so many issues so hot, and it affects everybody in this room. I want to be very clear on that.
7x24 always has the keynote speakers that everybody wants to listen to.
I thought it was great. I thought it was very appropriate in this challenging time that I haven't seen in 30 years of my career in this space.
It was very thought-provoking. It was a great way to give everybody confidence that we're all experiencing the same things, and that you still need to remain positive.
The keynotes are a lot deeper than some of the other conferences. They go into a little bit more details and bring more insights.
The program also included keynotes by Phil Lawson-Shanks of Align Data Centers, Karsten Baumann of Schneider Electric, and Alan Scher of Enchanted Rock.
I'm going to talk a little bit about how to build to scale with sustainability in mind, and I'll use Align as a case study for that and tell you about how we've done that. I'll try not to make this a sales pitch. If I do, just throw something at me or wave, and I'll move on.
Can you shed some light on the differences between natural gas and renewable natural gas?
Natural gas is just methane, and through methane capture technologies at dairy farms, landfills, water treatment plants, and other methods, we can capture methane that would otherwise be released.
I've been to other data center conventions, and there's some great people in this industry, so it's a small world. But the difference has always been those speakers and those education sessions.
Everybody talks about sustainability. I think at this one, they brought more good examples of what it meant in their day-to-day life or work.
Sessions by Compass Data Centers, Vantage Data Centers, ABB, Hitachi Energy, Skybox Data Centers, the Uptime Institute, Salute Mission Critical, Evoke Data Centers, and a WIMCO panel on international recruiting and development rounded out our extensive program. Here are some highlights from the past few days, and we look forward to seeing you at a 7x24 Exchange event real soon.
We are delighted to have you all here for our Spring 2022 conference. As you know, we just passed Memorial Day. We always like to take a moment to reflect on those that have given the ultimate sacrifice, men and women for this country, who fight for our freedom.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to our spring conference event, which has record attendance and record sponsorships.
The mission-critical industry has come roaring back. 7x24 Exchange's spring conference held at the JW Marriott Grand Lakes Resort in Orlando, Florida, achieved record attendance and sponsorships for a spring event, a clear indication of the desire for industry professionals to attend on-site events. The conference had many highlights, which included sessions on sustainable data centers, operating during and post-COVID, an ASHRAE update on TC 9.9, and a WIMCO presentation on recruiting talent.
It's very important because it's a few women into the industry, and WIMCO is trying to promote, and welcoming more women into the industry and make us more comfortable.
International Data Center Day, designed to create awareness of the data center industry and inspire the next generation of talent, was a topic at the conference.
We have participated in the International Data Center Day. For us, it's a must every year.
And working with a lot of high schools and seeing these young folks that are really wanting to get engaged, not just sit down.
I try to work with our people in Connecticut and our local schools, so I'm a resource for my local jurisdiction to encourage Data Center Day.
We're a civil engineer doing land use, and Megan Barrett of our firm Bowler did a video for International Data Center Day explaining what we do and how we are a small piece of the process, but everyone's got an important piece of the pie.
7x24 Exchange conferences are designed to provide value to attendees and their companies. To that end, breakfasts, breaks, lunches, and the welcome reception are on site and of top quality to ensure conference attendees valuable networking opportunities.
The networking is truly what distinguishes this event above all else.
I think the networking, like Bob talked about earlier this morning, this is a great event to meet, 750 people that are in our industry and get to connect with folks.
For some time, industry professionals have been concerned over the number of mission-critical events being conducted throughout the United States. This is a very valid concern, which includes conferences with conflicting dates, a company's willingness to pay for attendance at multiple events, and the lack of quality networking due to dispersed attendance. 7x24 Exchange International's Board of Directors decided to address this issue by purchasing the assets of Capray Omnimedia. The mission-critical industry will benefit from this transaction as it consolidates the data center events industry professionals attend, making for more efficient and productive opportunities for networking, information sharing, and sponsorships. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would like to invite you to join us at the 2022 Fall Conference, October 23rd through the 26th at the JW Marriott San Antonio Hill Country in San Antonio, Texas. It continues to be an honor and a privilege to serve as your chairman and CEO. I thank you for being part of 7x24 Exchange and look forward to seeing you in San Antonio.